Welcome back, guys, to the Double Stack podcast. We are right after the Australian Grand Prix, and wow, we have a lot to unbreak. I'm excited to get into this one. First off, congrats to the Mercedes team. I'm guessing you probably knew it. They got the 1-2 finish, expectedly. One thing I would like to say, you could tell in the Ferraris is that they had the pace, but Mercedes was way far ahead of them, and they bit them in the ass. But Rob, if you want to lead off on some of your notes and your takes from the start of the race, end of the race, wherever you want from.
All right, I wrote down some notes, and as you can imagine, as everybody was taking notes during the race, which is me and you and like 5 other nerds, some of these are going to be inappropriate, and they definitely tailed off as the race went on. The first note is that the broadcast team is fugly. The new girl on the left and Ruth are so fugly, they make Lando's mom look like Mrs. Leclerc.
See, I didn't even notice that, but if you're saying that, I'm going to trust you, Rob. I'm going to trust you right now.
It was bad. It was like face for radio, hair a mess, outfit not on point. What is going on here? Who are these ladies? I know they want to keep pushing Ruth forward because she was a strategist, but like she's really great on radio and not so great on television. Please stop forcing her on us.
Okay. I like that. I just like that.
The pre-race show, second note. I'm going to just go through a few if that's okay.
No, I want to go through
the pre-race show. Definitely setting us up for the Mercedes dominance. I mean, it was the glaze of glaze. It was like, guys, just an FYI, Mercedes is back. The menacing Silver Arrows are back in control of the grid, and you need to just settle in and accept that George Russell is your new champion and was crowned before even the installation lap.
What?
I mean, they were talking about him like, this is his year. And I was like, guys, we need to see a goddamn lap before we like crowns. I mean, well, they definitely did that towards the end of the race more too. All right, they crowned him champion at the end of the race. Before the race, sorry, that I got out of line in my notes. Before the race, they were priming us and like, Mercedes, the team of Brackley, they're really on it and they really have an advantage. But it was like, come on, guys.
It's a kind of like condescending, kind of like you're like, okay,
yeah.
I don't really know what to say. Actually, I really don't. Actually, I have no words for that statement. I didn't even read that one too, which is crazy.
It was bad. It was just
that's too bad. That's.
And then off the line, then we got to racing. Well, first Piastri put it into the wall. What a dingus. I mean,
that was awesome. That was so awesome seeing that.
It was just like, it's your home race. Like, get it to the grid, please. Yeah. What in the world are you doing? Get it to the grid. You're not putting in like a quali lap. Like, just put it on the spot, the start line. Yeah.
That's a tough one. No, I know. Then Hajar was out too.
Well, you're going ahead. I was going to say Ferrari looks like lightning off the line. I mean,
you heard he said this felt like the mushroom from Mario Kart. And I was like,
oh my God.
That's such a fair point. Because it was just like bang, off the line, perfect. Gassing. And you can tell the moment that they ran out of energy is when George Russell just went, meow. And you just saw like the Ferraris pulling away, and I'm like, shit. I'm like, oh.
Well, there was that, but also the amazing thing was like how well the Haas's got off the line too. I felt like they were like pumping, and you go like Ferrari has a distinct advantage at the start. It seems like they. I mean, you look at it, it's like, I don't know, like they shot through the field.
Yeah,
I was like, God damn.
I would really say like Ferrari could be like the best engine competitor right now, but like I don't really want to get in Cadillac right now.
I think like if I'm coming out of Australia and I'm looking at the rule changes and the new testing modes, and I'm looking at the race pace, I'm looking at all the data. They didn't even do their awesome new wing. They're going to do that in China. And if I'm just looking at it, I'm like, which team do I want to be? Which garage do I want to be in? Up and down the paddock. I think I want to be in the Ferrari garage. You
I
know?
do. I really do. Because
Yeah.
Mercedes is good. Mercedes got a good engine. But where did McLaren finish?
Fifth.
That was Lando, and then Oscar's out. Then
Yeah.
where did Alpine finish? Alpine was actually Franco Colapinto.
Yeah. We don't talk about those lower teams. There's
Come
a
on,
bunch
dude.
of there's
No Rob. There's no way we're going through this whole podcast today without talking about Franco Colapinto's save.
all right. I didn't even notice it, so give it to me.
What? Oh,
I don't pay attention to those low ass teams.
yeah, but even when George Russell and Kimi and Charles Leclerc say that's the best save of the year so far, or like they say the best save of the year,
I didn't see the save. What happened?
I'm sending it to you right now.
Oh, when he was like on the start line, when he's like,
Yes.
okay. I thought he had like a save, like he lost the back end. Yeah, I saw that.
It was Liam Lawson locked up.
I mean, that was special. That was almost a goddamn miracle. It was so good. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fake.
I don't know how fast he was going, but if he ran into that Liam Lawson.
Oh my God. I actually I asked Grok if that was AI because it looked so fake. It was that good of a save. No, but it's a good joke. It's good. And that's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, like that must have been fake. That's literally what my thought was. I thought the first time I saw it, I was like, that's fake. And then I saw it again. I was like, and I looked, I actually didn't ask Rock. I looked to see, and people did ask me like, no, that's real. I was like, oh, dead ass. That's a big
I didn't think it was real until like they did like they were doing like the cool down and the George Russell came in whenever, and they were like watching it back, and they were all one like, holy shit.
I'm glad the broadcast put that on and said, let us know that happened before the end of the race. Like if you think about moments of broadcasting genius from our friends across the pond, this will go for another one of these examples, shining examples of how good the British media is at covering Formula One, the sport that they claim to own. It was an atrocity and a big oversight on their part not to highlight the skilled driving from one of the most up and coming drivers on the grid, Franco Colapinto. And I think like, yeah, now that I'm thinking back on it, that was remarkable. And it didn't click in because it wasn't during the race. I did see it on socials and thought, God, that's amazing. Next note, if you're cool. Lots of overtaking. The first couple of laps were melee. We were back in 2022 and everyone was like, I'm going for it. There's a gap. And it was not real racing, but it was entertaining as hell. The overtakes were just like battery deployment overtakes.
No, I know exactly. Like someone would overtake, and then the next lap they'd be out of battery, and the next person would be like, "Okay, I had no battery this time." No,
dude, it was awesome.
I agree with you because like I remember like watching a co-race last year where it's just like, you're watching 30, 40 laps and no one overtaking it. It's just like, this is not funny.
I mean, I know, but that's Formula One because, like, ultimately, like this is the thing.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like, you want to be
the cars, in theory, put in the fastest lap they can in qualies and qualify roughly, approximately at their fastest car at the front, slowest car at the back. Approximately, not always. Generally, that's what happens. And then you calculate how much harder it is to overtake a car in front of you, even without any dirty air, and you're talking about a monstrous need of difference in delta and speed and pace. And so it's just hard for overtaking. It's not an overtaking sport. It's really, and this is the rub on this new like era. And I don't think they're going to stick with these regulations. You're already hearing rumors of like, we're going to change this. This is terrible.
How long did they keep it for? The regulations.
I think they're gonna make some changes to like battery deployment very soon.
They can make changes to like battery deployment, but they still gotta keep the certain they gotta keep the size and the length,
but,
right?
I mean, and I think they're gonna start like they gotta figure a way around this. You can't have guys like this weekend in China is gonna be just embarrassing when they're like super clipping halfway down that straight. That's the longest straight in Formula One. It's gonna be bad. Like it's going to be very Yeah, that's still not going to be enough, sadly. So I think there's going to be some changes, but I think like the really bad part is like ultimately Formula One is like about Saturdays, and it's about how fast you can get around in a single lap on low fuel on the very edge of performance, and then
So
the
the
racing.
top of the grid as you can.
Exactly. And then the fact that Saturdays is decidedly less sexy now, and decidedly less exciting as a result of like them not actually being on the edge and them managing the battery around the lap instead of managing the tire grip and like figuring out where they want to push to get the most out of their tires. It's giving Formula E.
So
And I think,
do you think it's gonna be a gamble this race for sure?
what do you mean?
Like teams are gonna have to like Ferrari doing like that extra wing shit, and like do you think like Mercedes is gonna do something different with their engine base or like or their how they're running their
No,
engine?
I think they're generally gonna like roll it out. I think they're gonna have to figure out the best way to deploy their battery to get the best lap time. But that straight,
If you're saying that's the longest straight, I wonder how.
I think it's the
Yeah,
longest straight.
I wonder how fast their battery deployment's gonna like.
Dude, you can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure that's the longest
No,
straight. That's
I'm not
if
gonna.
it's
It won't be fact
no,
check here.
you should. Because otherwise, the people in the comments are gonna be like that dingus with his top
Like,
on.
he's definitely the drive to survive.
All right, definitely. Other notes. Russell was the first radio call of the year, and of course, he was bitching.
What do you say? I want to hear this
I
one.
forget, but he didn't like the way Leclerc defended, and he was like, "That was late. I was late on the move. He was late under braking. He was moving under braking. My name
Oh,
is George."
no offense, you are wrong. It's Baku.
Oh shit! How much farther is that? That's not really a
That's
straight
a
though.
1.4 mile
How
straight.
long is China?
Wait, so it goes to kilometers for China, but Baku is 2.2 and China's 1.2. So that's a
That much shorter?
yeah, it's almost a double distance, bro.
That Baku one has that turn at the top though.
Yeah, so you're talking about like an actual straight, right?
It's a long fucking straight. Sorry to swear. It's a
No,
long straight.
I'm,
We're
I'm
gonna
not,
we're gonna
yeah,
see some flipping.
I know. We're trying to like work on this swear, for sure. But I know I don't
Yeah.
think it's like there's no. I feel like you're probably right. It's probably realistically it probably is longer just because like they probably have to break down to take a turn. If you're saying
After Russell bitching, cat and mouse racing, explanation point. I hate the lack of power, but the ability to use the batteries makes for some good overtaking. That's a note. I wrote that. I didn't reread this. I just wrote it. That's
why would I not believe you too? By the way, so like
that's what's on here. I could send you the note afterwards.
Either like he probably did.
Next note, and you can kind of figure out what happened during the race. Red Bull Ford engine. ... Yikes.
Yep. Yeah. Oh.
There was a new pope.
Yeah.
God, my taint grabbed so hard during that moment. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be one of those. Who knew that? Okay, here we go. This was the moment of the race. This was the big moment of the race.
Oh wait, the races.
Hadjar engine goes poof, and I said Ferrari doesn't pit under safety car or virtual safety car.
No. Oh my god, that pissed you because me and my friend ended up staying watching the race. We're like sitting on the edge of the couch, and I'm like, safety car. I'm like, I'm seeing one of the Ferraris going. I'm like, pit him.
Virtual safety car. Different.
I'm like, pit. Don't pit Leclerc. I'm like,
yeah.
Please pit Hamilton. They don't.
At least pit Hamilton. I mean,
at least like do something.
It was bordering on sabotage. That's how bad their strategy was. It was.
Hold. Sabotage was when they, what was it, the 2019 Monaco Grand Prix when they double stacked the paddock or the pit crew. I remember Leclerc's window. He's like, you gotta be kidding me right now. He's like, there's no way you're doing this.
That team just finds a way to like snatch Jeffrey from the jaws of victory, and they had the pace.
They did.
I think they were in control of the race, and I think they had enough in hand that if they were in front, they would have finished in front. And the only way and then you well, what happens if Mercedes has track positions? Like, then then they would have been swapped, and Ferrari wins that battle. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, like
exactly.
you can
Yeah,
show
like
me, like, when
100%.
you're less than 2/10 a lap faster and you're running in the clean air for as long as the Mercedes did. I'm sorry, like, you're having a hard time convincing me you would have been able to overtake the car in front of you.
Yeah.
And we saw George on the same tires, on the same fuel loads, could not get past, um, could not make his way through Leclerc. He got by him, but he couldn't stay in front of him.
No,
And
I know.
so it's like, I think they bungled one. I think they're going to look back on that one and say that was one we could have had. At least one of the drivers should have been on top of the podium. Aston makes it 15 laps. My classic ... Wolf.
Hold on. Alonso retired and then
Yeah.
came back just to get logs. You never read about this?
No,
He retired for 10
no.
laps and then no, I'm not even kidding you. I read this like the
He
other
came
day.
back for what?
Like fake.
Came back for what?
So he retired from the race, then came back
Yeah.
10 laps later to do another 4 laps to like do the 14 total.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, like maybe that's like see this issue. Like I gotta start fact checking my like notes I get from
Yeah,
like
we should. Note for the double stack podcast. We're about vibes more than facts. So don't let facts get in the way of a good story. The intake over the driver's head in the Racing Bulls is enormous. Noticeably larger mouth on the overhead intake for the engine intake over the driver's head, twice as big as everybody else's. That thing is massive.
why though?
It looks like a catfish mouth. It's so big.
Like bigger than the normal Red Bull's car?
Oh my God. Google it. This thing is so massive. It's like, it looks like it's in a different formula. It's humongous. I'm going to wait for this reaction. I got to see
What
this.
the fuck?
Do you see how big that thing is, dog?
Bro, that's literally a catfish. That's a catfish mouth.
Looks like a catfish mouth. It's like, how much air you need, dog? God,
Does
can't
the
be
bowl,
that.
does the
How
bowl
you
really,
going
does the bowl need
that
to
much
really be that
air?
much? Does the bowl need much?
How much air that engine need, bruh? Like,
Yeah,
damn.
So I guess So so Alonso did actually retire. He retired
Yes.
and then he rejoined the race 11 laps later, and then
Just like his career.
he ultimately retired again.
Just like his career.
Okay, so he's like, I'm
Cadillac.
I'm retire. I'm gone, guys. You know what?
Cadillac
dude?
out on lap 18. I think it was Bottas was out on lap 18.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you,
was.
Cadillac.
He was.
Good for you. Made it farther than the Aston.
I mean, are we kind of not proving the point? Like, hey, if you leave the game for a bit, it's not going to be that easy to drive again.
Definitely not easy. Yeah.
I guarantee they're using the veterans to gain logs all year. Cadillac, they're trying to like figure out like how their car's running and what they could do better. I guarantee you next year they're gonna be like, yeah, we need some rookies in here.
Okay, at least one rookie. They're only going to keep one of those drivers.
Yeah, but who?
And
that's
I don't
a good
know
question.
I don't know which one. That is a good question.
That's my thread's question. If you had to retire one of the Cadillac drivers, who would you retire next year?
Bottas.
Really? That was quick.
Yeah. I mean, just you asked me, and I said I'd retire Bottas. Like, just
I would say Bottas.
I don't think
Bottas is a better second driver than Sergio has ever been.
I mean, at least Sergio can defend.
Yeah, Bottas just had a fast car. A little difference there.
Yeah, man. Like, he can't do anything. Max hard strat didn't work.
Yeah.
What a stupid idea. Like, you get out in hards and you get a couple of VSCs, and instead of staying out on hards and taking advantage of the VSCs, they pit him and keep him behind Norris. And it's like, what are you doing? this is
Yeah, I love
stupid. What are
that
you
was
doing?
another strategy right there too.
As blatant and bad as the strategy was for Ferrari, I think Red Bull really
Oh no,
they were
they stole that day, which is insane. I think so.
they were the Piastri on the installation lap of just like, what are you doing? It didn't make any sense.
You get mad at Red Bull for Hadro's issue.
No, I'm getting mad at him on the strategy. Like you start a guy on hard,
No,
you
I get
want to
that.
run him long, you want to get him track position, and then you want to get him out in the mediums and let him come back through the field while everybody's on their tired hards. It's obvious. And instead they go hard, medium, hard. Like, what are
Which
you doing?
that makes no sense. No, I agree with you.
No sense. No
Yeah,
sense. And then you don't even have an idea where they are relatively on pace because
because
you
someone
are
has
on
the
a
tires that
two
ran
stop
someone's going
strategy.
with you. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. So like you don't even learn as much as you can learn. And it just kind of doesn't make any like it didn't make any sense. It's like you could have been on for I don't think you got on a podium, but I think you could have on fourth,
I think
fifth,
yeah. He would have
maybe.
definitely been like that top like bracket. No, I think he
You
would
think
have.
you would have displaced Hamilton? You think you would have gotten Hamilton?
I think.
Hamilton was like right on Leclerc's butt. Where does Max slide in there? Like, I think that's a hard. I think he's going to be fifth. So it only ultimately costs him a place, but
I
like,
don't know. The only little exciting part I get about 2026 now is I'm thinking that like we might actually have a Hamilton and Verstappen in the top 10 together now. Be a little interesting. Cool,
yeah,
cool,
I
cool
mean,
2021 action again.
yeah. On the last note, which I previewed earlier prematurely, the last note which I previewed earlier prematurely, I said I noted it for the beginning of the show, not the beginning of the show. They crowned, the broadcast crowning Russell champion on lap 37 truly was an embarrassment.
Who was this?
Truly,
Who's this reporter?
one of the broadcasters on the broadcast, like he's got a rocket ship
He's
underneath him.
for F1 TV, Apple TV.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, and he was he never had the car and then he made Williams, and then he went through the Mercedes, and it was during the regular change, it wasn't good enough. Finally, they've given him a car, and George Russell, and it's like, guys,
It's so
like
embarrassing.
it's lap 37. No offense, lap 37.
I
Like,
really,
what are we
I really wish
talking about?
if he crashed out, that would have been so funny. That would have been the end. That would have been the end of Apple TV's broadcasting rights. They'd have been like, yeah, no, you're going back.
What about the engine going? It's not like he's not on his second battery source
No.
for the year. His last one. It's not like he's clear of the field by 45 seconds. It seems a bit premature to be putting the
Yes. Oh, I
championship
totally
belt
agree.
around Sir Russell.
I totally agree. No, I agree. I like it.
Those are my notes.
Okay, I got a couple things written down.
Yeah, those are my notes.
Oh god, it's gonna be.
I can't wait
If I
to
have
hear
like
yours.
anything that like is like similar to yours, I'm just gonna skip over. You don't mind?
Chat, for real, one of us stayed up and watched the race live. That's Jason. One of us was asleep for hours beforehand. That's me. I don't apologize. I'm twice this guy's age. So I get to go to bed.
Rob gets a pass.
I get a pass. Okay. Just like we're doing this on Tuesday because Jason couldn't.
Yo, Sunday night was bad, man. It was bad.
Sunday night was bad. Monday night, dog. I was like, get on there. And you're like,
That was even worse.
dude, I would have been mad.
We'll have a serious conversation at the end of the call. Don't worry, man.
I was going through a breakup last night. I needed the catharticism of Formula One to help me soothe my wounds.
Right, so I did have a couple questions from threads that.
Oh, let's go.
Go out. Before I read off my notes, I feel like we do a break between our notes, so that's kind of cool.
Is the first one? Why are you gay?
No,
okay.
it was just the Mercedes always win the development race.
No.
Okay.
I think Ferrari. If I said it before.
I want to reply back to this guy so fast and just be like, no,
Ferrari.
Like Ferrari.
It's Ferrari, and like don't count out the Red Bull. They looked racy.
No, I agree. And also, guys, I feel like you gotta understand right now is like it's the first race. If anybody is like saying that like a development is like they're winning it the whole seat. Shit, did McLaren do that last year? No, they didn't. Right?
No, I mean, well, we knew that but okay, here's the difference. So last year in a formula, you can kind of look back to the year before, the last year of a reg. You can look back on like who was in form, and like you have to understand that most teams are just going to punt on that year and go into early development to get a jump on it, and so they're like not as committed to making a leap. So it's really just like about momentum from the prior year.
And I guess you're really right too. Is on the part two is like they won the 2024 construction championship.
And we had a ton of momentum.
Didn't win the drivers. They got better in like
But they
the
were
half
close.
that year. They're close.
Yeah.
So I guess you're right. I guess like you like was Mercedes. I guess Mercedes didn't do bad last year either. But like, are you gonna say
But
like
you weren't going? But you don't. The point is like, regardless of how they did last year, you can't look at the last year and be like, because they did well at the end of that regulation, they're going to do well at the beginning of the next one. That's just not the case. Like when regulations change, the pecking order inevitably changes. Invariably, it changes, and so it's like no team that's been the champion team in the last several regulation changes has gone on to become the dominant team in the next reg. It just doesn't happen. And it's just because there's a lot of unknowns and like there's different engineers and people change teams, blah, 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 old man Rob. It was, I think like the first couple of races, you just kind of like, I know we all have this thing in Formula One where like we think we know what's going to happen and we like being smart and right all the time. And it's sort of like sort of a sport for people who have high levels of anxiety because they kind of know what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, it's the beginning of a new regulation. Chill out. Let it happen. Enjoy the racing. We have a long way to go. We're not going to know anything for another couple of laps. And the race is getting canceled in the Middle East is absolutely going to impact the development cycles, and it's going to cut into the number of races before they do the new testing mechanisms. You gotta like look at this thing holistically, and if you're wanting to hand this belt to Sir George Russell and you want to knight him already before he's even a world champion, you might be a little premature.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. And that's gonna be a funny clip at the end of the year. If George doesn't win, it's gonna be like, yo, look at this girl on Apple TV broadcast, and she's like, Sir Knight George.
Sir George, I knight you champion of the world, of the realm. And it's like, I get it.
First race. No, not even after the first race. 35 laps into a race.
I get it. We put too much premium on being first. Okay. And it's racing. So there is an extra premium on being first. Got it. Even with that, you just have to at the regulation change for all of you first timers, chill out and let it happen a little bit. We're not going to know what the pecking order looks like for several turns here.
I like that. Next question. I don't even want to ask this because this is just a stupid question, but I'm gonna say 2026 cars are actually good for racing.
I made a comment on X, and it received quite a bit of pop, and I just said like, this sucks. And the reason it sucks is because Formula One at its core is ultimately about the cars going around the track as fast as possible under regulations that are trying to somewhat slow them down or make it more difficult. But this regulation is not about that. And you can tell because the fast corners are no longer being taken as fast corners. And I think fast corners are the essence of Formula One. Slow corners are about the skill of the driver. Fast corners are about Formula One drivers on the edge, taking the car to the limits. And now they're not taking the corners fast. And I'm sorry, but like you can tell me all you want, but a car super clipping is not going to turn me on. I'm not there, and I'm not going to be there. And do I enjoy overtaking? Sure. But is it the reason I watch racing? No. I watch racing to see cars driven on the limit, going as fast as possible around the track.
Over time, who's getting the fastest result over time? Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm just gonna go with questions, and then we'll go down to notes in a bit.
Keep going.
I'm gonna let me see some. Like this just ties into the Mercedes ones. Like, why did you say like is Ferrari already playing catch up? Like, I mean, of course they're catching up to the Mercedes. That's a stupid question, but like,
I don't know what way, I don't
I
know
don't
what race
understand.
they
Like,
were.
how can like people like just think like after one race it's like set in
What
stone? It's like,
race? What race did you watch? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I mean, they were right
oh
on
yeah,
the.
I mean like
They were
Ferrari
right.
finished behind Mercedes. Don't get me wrong in that, but who started
Wait,
on
wait,
podium?
how many seconds behind did they finish?
I don't even know actually. I don't think it was
It
that
was
crazy
less
either.
than. It was less than
Yeah,
20. It
like
was
the top
probably
20 was
less
like
than
only with
10.
like one. Yeah,
I felt like it was less than 10. I could be wrong. It didn't feel like they were. I mean, it didn't feel like they were going to come back because the pace of the cars was so similar. It was like you're not going to close that gap. Like, I'm sorry. Um, and they were on fresher tires, so you would imagine they could have, but it wasn't such an
exactly. Yeah,
offset that they could have done it. I knew that the Mercedes had it in hand. They weren't pushing the car, and the Ferraris knew that there was no need to push the car, and
no,
so they kind of just trundled around, and it was, you know,
they still finished 3 and 4. So you know what?
maybe pit one of your cars when you're in the lead under the
Oh yeah,
VSC next
we
time.
need to like establish that one. They need to start working on that.
Maybe the place they're trying to catch up is not the development war; it's the strategy war.
Oh, okay. The
Let's go.
2026 period has the youngest rookie classes in the years. Is that right?
Oh, cool. Sure. Great.
I don't know. How many
I think
rookies in it? 3?
I want to say 3, and we also have the oldest racers on the grid. If you
Guess you
think
should
about it,
change it from the oldest rookie class or youngest rookie class, probably the oldest rookie class. Because like,
I mean, because you have Fernando, who's like the Tom Brady of longevity. He's like Cal Ripken Jr. of Formula One. You have Lewis. You have
yeah,
Nico, Botas.
Lawson.
Lawson's not
No,
that old.
I guess you're right.
Old guys. We're talking about old guys here.
Yeah, I don't have any other old guys. Akon, yeah, right.
Sergio.
I,
Sergio's old.
honestly, I feel like Akon's probably the youngest.
Ocon's getting old. He's getting long.
Like,
Gasly's on his second hair transplant. I mean, he's not a young chick. He's not a young guy
I didn't even know
anymore.
that, by the way.
Dude, guy's like he's a dual citizen in Turkey, keeping that hairline.
I mean, good for him.
He's only had one hair transplant. So he's not
I
like
didn't even know
Lewis.
he had one either. Like, what?
Oh, dog, are you kidding me?
Was that a while ago?
I think 2 years ago he got a hair he got like a.
Yeah,
It was known.
if I went on Drive to Survive, I probably could find that, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they showed it on Drive to Survive. I just know
There have
that
been
it's
like
like
episodes, like he's
it's
getting
on like some subreddit about driving.
surgery today.
No, and then Lewis has had his hair done.
I knew
I don't
that.
remember.
I knew that one. Yeah.
I don't know if you were there when like Vettel showed up a couple years ago and like had his head shaved a little bit, and they're like, "Damn!" Like he had the comb over for so long. He came out, and they're like, "Jeez, man!" And he's like, "Oh, that was a mistake."
So you can't shave your head, or you're like, "That's a hair transplant."
I mean, tell me the last bald driver. I mean, it's not frequent, and that's not.
You probably don't know. I probably don't know.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's the odds the guys with amazingly high testosterone, have all of them are fully head of hair? Like
it'd be kind of concerned if they were going bald like at like 20, 30. It's like,
No, that's when guys go bald. Look at like NBA, NFL, all these high testosterone baseball. They all go. I mean, high testosterone guys tend to go bald faster.
It pushes your hair like out, kind of.
Yeah, I got obviously low T over here. Look at you, fucking low T.
Got a full head of hair.
Look at that, dude. Is that a comb over? Let me see. Pull that shit back. Oh, that's a good hairline, dog. Damn.
I take from Gavin. Don't worry.
Dude, you guys. I don't know. You guys got the young guys flow up front thing going on.
I don't know. I need to like work on. I want to start getting to Gavin's like brush back. I feel like I can't pull it off.
No, it's not that. It's like don't copy your brother. Be your own man.
No, I know. I don't want to like fully come back. I need to start like working some flow.
I feel like he's almost ready to going down to like my level. Like he's almost. I know he clipped it up a bit.
Like last time,
he's clipped it up a bit. Yeah, he's clipped it up a bit, but like homie could low key like he could have that flow.
I think Taryn would kill him if you had man bun though.
I mean, Jess thought she was gonna kill me too, and now she's like, I don't know what she'd do if I cut it.
I mean, you should tell Gavin that. You should like convince him.
I mean, my wife hated
Yeah.
my beard when I started my.
I think Gavin could pull it off too.
Yeah, he could totally pull. He could do whatever he wants. I'm just saying, like at one point, you gotta like let it flow just once, because like the societal pressure to cut it is so much worth. It's so worth it to break through. You
Yeah.
just you start. It was like, well, honestly, a big part of my journey from being a corporate cuck was like growing my hair out, and you just start.
You cannot pull the corporate cuck like that, bro. Actually,
Well, I was one of the best private bankers in the world, and I had hair and a beard, and I wore Nikes, and like
yeah,
I was that good. They put up with me because I was that good. They're like, you can do whatever you want.
Especially nowadays too, the old like are my age people, like you probably pull off anything in the workplace.
Yeah, I mean, definitely was not like 10 years ago I did this. That would have been really hard, but it was like it was before it was right before that line. And I, actually, when I came back, when we came back from COVID, dog, in the height of wokeness, somebody's like, "Rob, when are you gonna cut your hair?" And I just looked up, I was like, "You can't say that to me."
You can't say
and
that.
they're like, they're like, and I was like, "I'm not gonna report you, dog. I'm just telling
Don't
you."
talk to HR. Please don't talk to HR. It's like I'm just joking around with you, man.
That's exactly how it went down.
No,
I saw that Florida last week too, and he was like still scared of me. I was like, I'm still not gonna report you. You're good.
He like popped in your office anymore. He's like, by the way, Rob, your hair looks awesome today. Like,
Just
never
no,
cut.
I just didn't want you to take it the wrong way. It's like, dude, I'm not taking anything the wrong way. Like, I'm not like you at all.
That's the world now these days.
Yeah. So Gasly had, I think, at least one. I know he had at least one trip to Turkey, so he's probably getting up there.
Is that like the place they go?
Yeah, that Turkey's the best place to go. It's right there, and they do the best job.
They probably should go like before race, get a consultation. They're like, we'll be back.
You got to do it in the off season because it's
like
like
break, right?
It's like have the helmet on. Yeah, you got to do it in the off season.
They prick like holes in your head, right?
Yeah.
So you probably couldn't wear a helmet.
No, because it would like undo all of it. So you need some time away from the track. Let's see if we can figure out. Let's see if we can figure out the top 5 oldest guys. I think it's Alonso.
Alonso's gotta be the oldest. Fernando.
Hamilton.
Or what am I talking? Hamilton. I was gonna say Alonso. I was gonna say Hamilton. I don't know why I said Fernando.
Hamilton and Lewis.
You asshole. What's their middle name? So I want to get that now.
Count those guys too.
Aston Martin.
I think the next one would be Nico Hulkenberg. That would be my guess.
And then it's got to be Sergio.
And then Sergio, and then Valtteri.
And then Ocon. Have you seen Ocon's youngest?
I don't feel like Ocon's up.
I mean, I can pull it up and see if I can. You want me to quiz you?
I know. I want to see if we can get there.
It's got to be Ocon.
You think? Are you looking at the roster?
No, I haven't even looked at it yet.
Okay,
I was gonna.
hold on.
I can look at the roster if you want me to.
I don't know. I'm thinking of the top teams. It's not George. It's definitely not Kimi. It's not Leclerc. We talked about Hamilton. It's not Max. It's not.
You said Hulkenberg, right?
Hulkenberg. He was my number 3. I thought Hulkenberg was not 37 or 38.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And then Ocon and I mean,
Ocon. How old's Ocon?
No.
I think he's a Max contemporary. I think he's like 31.
He's 29.
Yeah.
So wait, is he older or younger than Stroll? Stroll's still gotta be pretty young, right?
Yeah, they're around the same age. They're within a year of each other.
Look, let me start writing this down. So wait, who do we put it? We put first.
We're missing one. We're missing one guy.
We did Alonso, Hamilton,
Nico.
Did you do Sergio?
Valtteri.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Valtteri, and then I think it's a gap. But I feel like I'm missing somebody that's like mid as hell that's in there. Who's in the second Haas? Who's in the second Haas?
Oh my god, Max Verstappen's older than fucking Ocon,
No,
right?
no, he's 28.
They're like right close to each other. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're contemporaries. He and Leclerc, George, that's a whole generation. I feel like there's a half stop that's Gasly. I feel like it's Gasly and Sainz. I feel like
Oh,
Sainz and
Sainz. Why do we forget about Sainz?
32 maybe.
Sainz is
Is he
31. Sainz is 31, and then you said Pierre
Gasly.
Gasly.
Yeah.
He is 30. Oh shit.
No.
This is not going well for us at all.
I think it's going all right, actually.
No, I think it's gotta be. Let me think.
Oh, now you're gonna make me cheat. I'm gonna have to look at the rosters.
So
Dang, Daniel.
Haas Ocon. Okay, so we have him.
I got like 28 text messages.
So I guess like theoretically, like what we looked at right now,
Yeah.
technically, Sainz would be after Bottas.
Hold on. I'm gonna look at this roster. Drivers.
We have both the Cadillacs on.
Stroll's got to be up there. Bottas, Hadjar,
I'm pretty sure Stroll was
Hülkenberg, Sainz, Colapinto, Lawson, Albon. I think we did pretty good, man.
I know. Well, we did the top 5 without even looking up the rosters yet.
We did good.
I mean, it's just like it's so like interesting because like they're all like in like 1 or 2 year age. I think Sainz is next.
How old is Ocon?
30. Oh, is he 31? No, he's 29.
Damn, he looks old.
That's why the only reason I said I'm like he looks mad old.
Oh,
who are you thinking about?
No, I just got news.
What? You want to just wait? Like, you want to wait like 5 minutes? We'll end the call.
Yeah. Good news. All good news, babe. My wife is
Isaac, Sergio, Lance, Fernando.
We did good. I'm proud of us.
Honestly, really see the other ones you really can't figure out because they're all like 1 and 2 year gaps. It's like
there's 1 and 2 year gaps. We got to the midfield, and then we don't know.
We said Bottas was last.
Yeah.
See his age. 36. Holy
I said
shit.
36. I just said 30. I know how old that guy is.
Sergio's
37.
Do you know that? No, he's 36 too.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Nico.
He's got to lay off tequila. I think 37, 38 for Nico.
38, you're right.
Yeah.
And then Hamilton's 42, if I'm wrong, right?
41. Did he get Kim pregnant or are they broken up? What's the deal?
All right, so they were on like the was of the paddock. So I don't know. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we were spot on, bro. I guess you could have swapped the Cadillac teammates, but
no.
Whatever. Well, I mean, yeah.
No, I don't think I would have. I think I got the ages right.
You go from Bottas, and then the next person up is Sainz at 30.
Well, the thing is, when I started watching, those were the young guys, and so I remember them, and I remember the generations coming in, and like I know, I remember them. They were the guard that was, that was at the time, and there were some other players that are out there that were out on the field.
That's like my Kimmy and shit.
Yeah. I mean, look, you haven't had like your generation of athletes retire yet, and you haven't had the ones afterwards
that stay on.
Yeah, dude, like you haven't seen a guy get hurt on the field. I'm like, oh, I hope he's okay, because you're so old that that's going to hurt him for the rest of his life. Yeah, it hasn't happened to me yet.
Bro, I was watching these races. He's like, shit, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, feel bad. Hate to see it.
If you want to wrap it up, you got anything else to say?
I'm so happy that we're back racing.
I like that, Rob. That's heartful.
I think the cars looked amazing on the track again. It always is the best thing. I feel like we have the best sort of like visual diversity as far as color and style, and like I think I'm just so happy with the way the paddock looks. I love when the cars are out on track. It just makes me so happy. I think they look racy. I think they're doing everything they can to make these slow tractors look fast, and I appreciate the effort.
Awesome.
I
I know.
think
I
the
feel like, and I think we're gonna have a great season, and I think it's gonna be
I
awesome.
think it's going to be great. I think as long as you're not expecting these cars to get really fast, and as long as you're okay with like this new way of going racing, you'll have a blast. And like, you know, you can spend the time whining and whinging about what should have been done and what could have been done, or you can just accept it. Like these are the rules we aren't playing under, and like ultimately, you and I aren't smart enough or good enough at this to understand like what the 3 second gap actually feels like. It looks fast as hell to us because it is still fast as hell. Do I wish it was faster? Yes. Am I secretly trying to raise money to start a new formula that follows the paddock around 1 week afterwards and is in V12s and all the same aero regulations, but just V12s in the
100%.
engine?
100%.
100%. We'll call it Formula Ultra, and it will be the best Formula League in the world.
The real formula.
No, we just call it Formula Ultra.
So that's like a super formula, whatever they have. Don't they have like some formula team in like Japan that's pretty good?
Boy, call it America, Formula America.
I don't know. Oh, that's one other thing I wanted to bring you up before we end this off. I'm definitely gonna add your Heartwood message at the end of this, but
okay.
I was reading this on Instagram earlier. I had to quick fact check it because I didn't want to like say this right now. So there's a company out in China called BYD. I've heard about this. So they are in talks with the FAI of becoming the 12th Formula team next year, with a potential $370 million investment from certain companies in China. Here's the good news is that if they were going to do that, they want to bring on Zhao again.
I'm just going to say that I'm under NDA and do a lot of deals in China. And so I can't speak on that.
But do you know about that?
No. Oh. It's never cool.
Like I'm seeing like, shit, I should not have brought that up.
No, it's fine.
You don't know what we're talking about, bro. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, I gotta tell you something about that after. It's so funny.
Well, guys,
I want to make sure we didn't miss anything. So we said we have Bahrain and Saudi Grand Prix are set to be canceled. They're not officially canceled yet.
Not officially, right? Yeah. I sent that to you 4 days ago. They were supposed to release a press release that morning. They never released a press release, so maybe they're still like trying to test the waters for a bit. I mean, when is the Bahrain Grand Prix? That's in April, right? May?
It's coming up. And I mean, it depends on how the next couple of weeks go, but I can't imagine they're going to want to like fly everybody in. And when there's
what's the issue? You fly all those teams in, they get stuck there. And that becomes even a way worse logistical issue. Yeah.
You can't fly into war zones. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. But
it's like a no-fly zone. It's like, hey, time out. All these billionaires got to get their private jets on the ground. Hold on, please.
Wasn't there a couple like team members stuck in Bahrain after the testing?
Probably. And then there was last year or the year before, there were bombs going. Like you could like.
I remember seeing that during the race, right?
Yeah.
Yes, like, I remember that. They still raced too, which is insane. You can see in the background.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think they're risking that one again.
They're like, okay. The FIA is all about safety.
It's like a car flies by and you see a bomb in the background. It's like,
psych.
Okay,
that was a real rocket ship. Okay, that's a bad joke in bad taste.
Whoa. All right, guys. Well, this has been awesome, and we're gonna.
It was better than me.
Sunday night's gonna be our times now.
It was Sunday night.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Yo, that should be our thumbnail picture for this episode. Just saw us going.
Oh my god,
I'm good with that. Like, especially because summer's coming around way quicker than I expected.
Yeah. Look at that sunburn, dog. Look at me.
Bro, I was literally gonna bring up something earlier. Your forehead is red.
No, it looks redder than it is. It's a little pink, but it was red last night, dog. I looked like, dude, ice pulled up. They're like,
Gotta cut that part out.
No, keep it in. Clip it.
All
Clip
right,
it.
I'm gonna end the
All
recording.
right,
Good
all
with
right, all
that?
right. We'll do like 2 minutes, and then I know you got to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good with me. That's good with me.